So good afternoon to all of you. Marco was kind enough to introduce me. So indeed, my name is Stefan Heitmann. I'm PriceHubble's founder, CEO, and also chairman. And I have the pleasure to be spending the next couple of minutes with you to introduce PriceHubble to you. It is indeed my second venture. I founded PriceHubble in 2017, and I've done so literally out of the need that I felt as a customer. And I'll be telling you more about it, but running my first venture, Money Park in Switzerland, got me to a point where I felt, yes, great, we have tens of thousands of customers that we financed and brought into homes in Switzerland over the previous couple of years, but we called ourselves holding those relationships when in fact we didn't hold anything. There's zero relationship that you typically hold as a mortgage broker, as a mortgage bank. So indeed, you claim you have relationships when in fact you did transactions. And that was the initial starting point of why I founded PriceHubble, because I felt we are in the banking world, me personally, my own small private real estate funding world, but we are in the need of bringing something to the market that helps our customers, banks, asset managers, insurance companies to connect more deeply, to reach out more frequently with their customer base. And that's basically been the founding story of PriceHubble. So what is it that we're actually doing, and who actually are we as a company? So founded in 2017, now a company of about 180, 190 staff members, headquartered in Switzerland, but Switzerland is now our fourth largest market, the larger ones being the UK, Germany, and France. I'll be speaking a bit more about our geographic footprint in a second. We do nothing but software as a service for banks, insurance companies, asset managers, property developers, and the real estate industry. So pure play software as a service B2B company. We serve about 2,500, 2,600 customers at this point in time, and we've done so, or we've expanded and internationalized through a combination of both organic market entries and or M&A, sometimes both. Now, for the first time this year, follow-on acquisitions in the same geography. I've done 3 this year, 2 in the UK, and a second one in France after I've already acquired a company in France back in 2017. The main point of PriceHubble and how we differentiate ourselves is literally what I try to summarize in that blue box on the right. So think of us as a data science player, because we are. Think of us as a player that uses machine learning, AI, to draw insights out of that data lake. But more importantly, and most importantly, we want to make our clients stronger. And when I say stronger, I mean stronger in both relationship terms to their end customer base, but stronger, most importantly, in financial results. So that's why we care deeply about how our data solutions are being used. We care deeply about what the use cases are that our clients want to use our data for, and we help them make those use cases go stronger. So at the end of the day, it's not about informing, or not only, I should say, about making real estate markets more transparent. It's literally about providing real estate as an anchor point to be deepening relationships and to thereby having an easier way for advisors to on-sell, cross-sell, upsell, resell financial products into the customer base. So that's basically what we're doing. So we care a lot about the ROI, about the financial results of what our clients achieve with our product suite. Geographically, as you can see here, we are now in 10 markets, 9 of which in Europe, plus Japan, which I opened in 2019. We consider ourselves the European leader in what we are doing. You see the main customer buckets once more summarized on the right side. So we have our biggest and strongest footprint in the banking world, spanning from the mortgage world, now also increasingly so into the wealth management world. We cover, or we care for insurers who also are sitting on tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of customer relationships that deserve to be anchored more strongly into the real estate world. And on the more B2B or core B2B side, we work with asset managers to improve portfolios, to help them in investment decisions. We help property developers to decide where to develop, what to develop in order to maximize yields, in order to minimize vacancies, in order to literally generate more positive financial results out of their portfolios. The most important countries I already mentioned, UK, France, and Germany, are clearly the 3 ones that are largest for us now, followed then by Switzerland, and then onwards and upwards into other markets in Europe. This is a geographic footprint that we would love to continue expanding as we go into the next couple of years. There's a big piece missing on that map that we are looking more deeply into in all sides of the globe, I should say. And we have an aspiration to become a global champion in that data performance product suite that we are building. So when we talk about products, the way to understand PriceHubble is hopefully not overly complicated here, but the way to look at us is basically we're sitting on a data lake in each and every market. So we need anywhere between 75 to 150 different data sources in each and every market. We work only on residential real estate data, both direct and indirect. So we collect those data sources from the open market, we buy data, we partner with clients to source data, customers leaving obviously data traces with our products, et cetera, et cetera. So we basically accumulate a huge amount of real estate related data for each and every location. And real estate is still very national, so there's very little cross-border data that we can and do use. However, the data accessibility, the quantity and quality of data is very different market by market, so it helps us a lot to have access to a huge variety of different data pools in each and every market. So we then apply a layer of machine learning and AI to that data in order to extract the best possible insights out of that data. And then comes the customer-facing product side of our business. I separated here in 3 layers. So there's an API layer. There are literally single data points that customers like to source from us, be it evaluation, be it market demands, comparables, and then embed them into their respective customer technology, into their respective advisory technology, whatever banks, brokers, et cetera, are using. So it's basically the core foundation on the product side. Then we have pre-stacked a lot of those data modules into what we call visualized data applications. So those are pre-stacked products that are basically serving a particular use case. So if I pull one out, a property tracker, just to bring it back to my own personal example as a client, having had my 50,000 plus customers back in 2017 when I founded the company, a property tracker today helps Money Park to stay in touch with that property, helps the customer, the borrower basically, to follow the development on both value of the property, but also on local market liquidity, on local transaction profile, on additional property coming to market, et cetera, and have that insight being hooked in or locked in through the Money Park cockpit. Just as an example of how clients are using pre-visualized data applications for their respective businesses. And then we go far and beyond this, and we co-develop, we co-create portal and platform solutions for our clients. So we make sure we help clients to have full-on what we call portal solutions, like take an ownership portal, for instance, where a bank is all of a sudden able to not just only do the funding part of the business, but then also provide a repeatable, a scalable service, a digital service that constantly refreshes itself to owners that they have funded. And why is it important? Because life goes on. You might want to renovate. You might want to make your home more energy efficient. You might want to buy a second home. You might want to buy an investment home. So life goes on, and we enable a bank, a client, to stay on top of this journey consistently and over long periods of time. And then obviously link it to the financial transaction space, i.e. embed trigger points that allow a bank to then continuously provide financial products into that customer base. Hence, that piece of what I call performance layers. So it's very important for us to not only have, hopefully, one of the best and greatest data sources available and made available to our clients, but also pair that data source with call to actions, with customer triggers and advisor triggers that are literally leading to additional financial returns for our client base. Finally, and just to wrap it up, we work with literally the entire value chain. Most and more importantly, so as we grow as a business, we focus on the mid-tier and enterprise segment. We focus heavily on those buckets of insurance, banking, and asset managers. Thankfully, so a lot of larger logos, bigger names now trust us across all markets that we are in. We obviously aspire to grow this platform of customers. We also want to, and that's why I'm partially here, also start to lay the foundation for the future growth, 2024 growth of the company. So that doesn't mean an immediate funding need, but it does mean an aspiration to grow this company fully global. And indeed, M&A and other means of partnerships are a key source and essence of that journey. So thank you very much for your attention, and I look very forward to speaking to any of you should you be more interested in becoming a partner, a client, or otherwise. Thanks a lot.